Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm actually doing a YouTube video on the racing that I did on the weekend. Now before the accident, and I did a lot of this professional gift racing, and in New South Wales it sort of fell off a little bit. Then COVID happened, and now anyway we're back to it, and I'm so happy. I was really happy with my runs over the weekend. Around 100, 40 meter dash, and then a 300. It's the biggest amount of racing I've done since the accident, so in over 6 years. So I was super stoked with the weekend. But anyway, I had a few questions and comments in terms of like, what's this pro gift racing like? Why is everyone starting off different marks and all this kind of stuff? And why is it called pro racing? So I thought I'd do a YouTube video and maybe explain it a little bit better so that you guys can actually sort of get some knowledge on it and find out what it actually is. So it started in 1895, a long time ago in Australia, and it initiated in the gold mining towns in Victoria, a massive gold mining state. And then what would happen was that the fastest miners would want to race against each other, and then the publican of the local hotel or the owner of the mine would actually give up a gift of a gold nugget to the winner. So that's why it's called gift racing, and it's also called professional running because the Olympics didn't become a professional sport in Australia until the 1980s or maybe 76. We had really bad results, and then the government was like, oh, we need to pay our athletes. So up until then, what's known as Olympic running was actually called amateur running. And then running where you could make money, with like this race, or the gift races, were professional. And so then anyway, it's not, you don't get a gold nugget anymore. You get cash as the prize. And it's called, and to make it more interesting, and obviously because if the fastest guy's around, well, he's just going to win every time. So what they did was that the concept became handicapped racing, where faster runners start at the back, slower runners start at the front within a limit. So over 120 meters, the most you can get for the men's race is 10 meters head start. And sometimes some people run off -1 or negative, but usually 0 which is called scratch. So on the weekend, my races, I'll put these in here now. Over 100 meters, the limit was 20, I think, maybe 18, and I started off 8 meters, so it was a 100-meter gift, but I was running 91 meters, 91 and a half. I was starting off 8.5. And so then I actually made it through. I wasn't necessarily the fastest person in the race, but I managed to come fourth in my race because I had a pretty appropriate mark. And that's how you sort of start, and that's how it becomes more interesting, and that's how you sort of start making some more money. So it's pretty cool, actually. It's an amazing concept, and if I lived in Victoria, it's very strong. In New South Wales, it's not as strong at the moment, but if I lived in Victoria, I actually probably wouldn't race in the 100 meters nowhere near as much, and I'd probably actually choose to do the gift racing because it's an opportunity to actually win some money. And then betting is a really strong part of this. So on the day in the smaller meets, the bookies come down, and there's lots of commentators. So it's actually a really fun and interesting carnival, and makes it much more exciting. And when there's a few more stakes on the line, it makes it more competitive too. So the more you race, the more you get rewarded, and you slowly get lifted. And then if you win a major race, say you win $20,000 in one of the races, you'll then get pulled back. So then over the next 2-3 years, you'll get your mark slowly starts getting further and further. But yeah, as I said, this is a professional running, is rich with history. It's been going on for so long. It basically only didn't happen during the World War II. And there's massive amounts of prize money, there's lots of betting, there's really a strong culture, and it's a way for not just the fastest guy to win, which is really cool. And I'm really happy after the weekend that I've rediscovered a passion for it as well, because as much as I've been chasing times, and my goal is to still run sub 11, and I have no doubt I'll be getting there very soon, hopefully by this year, or at least in the next coming season anyway. But in the meantime, it's really cool and it's really fun, and it makes it worthwhile, And also, like, say, when I rocked up to state at the weekend, or you rock up to an all-comers, I got one run, but because this is held in one day and you can enter more than one event, you can enter in the big carnivals a 70-meter gift where there's men and women usually in it. Then there's usually the 100, 110 or 120, depending on the event and the track and the race where you are. The men's gift, and then there's a 300, or there's a 200, or there's a 400. So it makes it really fun, makes it really exciting. And I'll put a few more sort of little clips and stuff in and around there. But in essence, that's what pro gift running is. And I hope you enjoyed this sort of little quick video just explaining what it is.